Before we continue with the final export, I'd like to add the MPEG-H authoring plugin supports multiple language labels, downmix options, dynamic gain, and loudness utilities. In this video series, we're not going into detail, but you can find more information about all of these features in our extended tutorial series, linked on our website, mpeg-h.com. Another very common use case is boosting the dialogue over all other elements of the mix to make it easier for people with hearing impediments to understand what's happening. This accessibility feature is also triggered by metadata. Let's add another preset here and call it Clear Speech. Again, I'm going to add all of the components, but now I'll turn up the gain by 6 dB, for example. The range also follows the settings we made over here. So if we want to add more than 7 dB, I have to go back to the components and change the range that I'm allowing. Now that we've created a valid scene, all the incoming signals are assigned to components, and we've created different presets for some user interactivity. Let's go to Export. Here's a big difference in next-generation audio systems. We don't actually export what we hear, but we do a universal export, which is able to be played back on different devices and still retain object automation and give interactivity options. That is why we don't export from Pro Tools directly, but from the plugin. There are different export options we can choose from. There is the MPF, which stands for MPEG-H Production Format, and B-Wave ADM, which is a different representation of the same thing. Both formats can be converted into each other without any loss in quality. For now, let's select MPF. An MPF also has a frame rate which determines the frequency in which information about metadata is repeated. We have to set start and end times of our content. We can either select a range in our Pro Tools timeline, set any value by going to the position and clicking this button, or just by typing. Now we can hit play and the plugin will just follow.